Hi, I'm Will Stewart, Executive Director of Stay Work Play New Hampshire. Stay Work Play is a statewide nonprofit whose mission is to attract and retain more young people here in the Granite State. So why is that important? For starters, New Hampshire is the second oldest state in the country by average age. Second, even taking into account the upheaval brought about by COVID-19, New Hampshire has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country. And finally, New Hampshire is number one when it comes to the percentage of graduating high school seniors that we export out of state every year to pursue their bachelor's degree. In all, we export 61% of New Hampshire's best and brightest. Some of them come back, but many of them don't. In short, New Hampshire's future is in trouble. Even today, many businesses and entire industries can't find the young employees they need to survive, much less to grow. And it's not only our state's employers, but our nonprofits, which shoulder so much of the social infrastructure here in New Hampshire. They're also finding it difficult to find both the staff and the event, committee, and board volunteers needed to meet their missions. And finally, our towns are likewise struggling to find the young people needed to step up and fill the roles so necessary for the functioning of our communities, from people to serve on conservation commissions and zoning boards, to serving in elected office and even overseeing elections. Indeed, the functioning of democracy itself is a concern in many of our communities here in New Hampshire. Clearly, our state has serious demographic challenges. So what's being done about it, and how can you help? As the state's only organization dedicated to the attraction and retention of young people, Stay Work Play launched a new strategic plan in 2019 that focuses on four main areas. The first two are the promotion and the branding of New Hampshire as a place of opportunity for young people, opportunities to make a life, opportunities to make a living, and opportunities to make a difference. At Stay Work Play, we like to say that New Hampshire is a state of best-kept secrets. There are so many opportunities here, but many of them just aren't well known. And if they're not well known, the young people who want these kinds of opportunities will go elsewhere to find them. That's why Stay Work Play does everything we can to share all that makes New Hampshire such a great place to stay, work, and play. We do this through our blog at stayworkplay.org, our highly trafficked website, and our various social media channels. We do this through our Insider's Guide series, which helps employers to promote their respective regions of the state to potential employees. We also promote jobs and internship opportunities in New Hampshire, and we host Boomerang Week every Thanksgiving to promote New Hampshire to potential boomerangers. And that's a term for people who grew up here in the state, moved away, but who might one day be persuaded to boomerang back here. Our third focus at Stay Work Play New Hampshire is advocacy. We recognize that lasting change only happens at the policy level. And for that reason, Stay Work Play is now in its second year of nonpartisan, issues-based advocacy, primarily at the state level. In Concord, we weigh in on legislation that has the potential to affect whether young people stay in or leave New Hampshire. This year, we are focused on four policy priority areas that we chose based on data collected from a professionally conducted and statistically valid survey of young people in New Hampshire, as well as the results of our recent Policy and Pint series, which saw our organization go around to 9 regions of the state talking to young people all across New Hampshire about why they stay in New Hampshire and why they might one day leave. This year's policy priorities are housing affordability, addressing New Hampshire's high student debt loads and the high cost of higher education here in New Hampshire, protecting New Hampshire's outdoor recreational advantages and amenities, and working to make childcare more available and more affordable here in the Granite State. Finally, Stay Work Play works to attract and retain more young people in New Hampshire by helping them make more connections here. We learned from the results of the survey that I mentioned a moment ago that 1 in 5 young people don't have a single friend living within close proximity to them. In other words, a lot of young people in New Hampshire are lonely. And if they're lonely here, they're more apt to leave New Hampshire and go someplace else where their friends and family already are, or where they think they can make friends more easily. So Stay Work Play is working to connect young people. We're working to connect them to each other via groups like the state's Young Professionals Networks. We're working to connect them to employers who need employees. And we're working to connect young people to the towns and nonprofits that need volunteers and that can help them make the impacts that they want to make. In short, we're working to help young people here in New Hampshire to put down roots so that if and when they're ever tempted to leave New Hampshire one day, they'll be more hesitant to do so due to the many connections that they have here. So that, in a nutshell, is who Stay Work Play is and what we do. And if it sounds like we do a lot, you are right. And we do it with only 3 full-time staff and a budget of less than $200,000, which by the way, includes $0 from any level of government. So even in the best of times, Stay Work Play needs your assistance to help us meet our mission to attract and retain the young people we need for our state to survive and thrive in the years to come. But this year, due to the financial challenges of COVID-19 especially, we need your help more than ever. If you care about the future of New Hampshire, if you'd like New Hampshire to be a place where your children or grandchildren remain or come back to one day, I'm asking you to please support Stay Work Play New Hampshire today. Thank you.